Look, welcome back to Scars from the Playground. DJ Academics is waving a white flag. He say Jay-Z is trying to kill him. Yeah, he say he trying to kill him, and he don't want no more trouble. Look, let's get into the content, fam.
Yo, Jay-Z, you got it, gang. I ain't gonna lie to you. Yo, what a white fuck a
Can't go
flag.
against a billionaire.
I need a white flag. Yo, Jay, you got it. Yo, Jay got like 3 cars in front of my house just like sitting there.
Nigga say you need a white flag.
I need a white flag. I'm done. Y'all got it, man.
Free to real, yeah.
You think we're gonna need
Yeah,
our
Lola,
ID?
they said a 5. You said what?
Look, it's easy to think DJ Academics is joking. It's easy to think he joshing with you, fam. But I want everybody to take Academics as an example, fam. If you don't want all the smoke, you have to know, fam, close your mouth. Loose lips sink ships. I want to say that again for the people that never heard that phrase put together like that. Loose lips sinks ships. You know what I mean? But you can't talk about a nigga and expect nothing to ever come back from it. Let's just be honest. Let's just be real. Drop it in the comments. The main say, and I don't know how he know that that's Rock Nation vans sitting in front of his house. But the main say 4 black vans have been following him everywhere. When he leave and go here, a van go this way, van go that way, always see a black van. 4 sitting outside of his house. The main say Jay-Z got far too much money to go to war with. He doesn't want any trouble. No trouble, no minds. Look, bro, you should have shut the fuck up. You know what I mean? See, your mouth is gonna write a check. Your ass can't cash. That's the thing about this podcast and the streaming, content creating. You have to understand, bro, everything has a reaction. You know what I mean? Everything has a reaction, bro. You're gonna get a reaction. It's not gonna always be the reaction that you want. So before you come out and bad talk Jay-Z, cause he like them young girls, you better know you can handle the smoke when it come your way. Now, shout out Sean Carter, Jigga, Jay-Z, that's still one of my favorite rappers. You gotta separate the music from the man. You got to. When it comes to art, Jay-Z is a motherfucker. Now, when it comes to them young girls, Jigga, I'm sorry, fam. As much as I like him, you know what I mean? I gotta be honest. That's about me, bro. Jay-Z is my GOAT. He's a GOAT for sure. But in the hip hop world, he is definitely my GOAT. You know what I mean? One of my favorite rappers of all times, bro. But even with me knowing that, I can't say the man doesn't have a thing for them young women, bro. Aaliyah, nigga, you was still trying to get Aaliyah and you went on tour with R. Kelly. After you knew what kind of pervert, pedophile type motherfucker he is. And for all the people that still defending R. Kelly, bro, R. Kelly is a sex offender, a pedophile, one of the worst. You know what I mean? Let's just be honest. Let's just be real. He touched his own kid. Not to mention he flew around the world with Aaliyah to marry her at 15 years old. You have to understand these things about people, bro, to understand what you're defending and what you're willing to put yourself on the line for. You know what I mean? Just be honest. Let's just be real. Kels did what he did. I'm not so in tune with R&B that I could separate that shit. You know what I mean? A man touched his own daughter, his own kid. You know what I mean? Ain't no excuses for it. As far as Jigga, everything is hypothetical. We don't know what's for sure until Jay-Z take that paternity test for that boy that looked just like him and Usher. We don't know if that's actually his kid. You know what I mean? Even if it was, I got to say, bro, Jay-Z is still one of my favorite rappers, bro. I'm just being honest, just being real. When it comes to the art, you have to look at it. And even though he's a biting motherfucker, you know what I mean? Everybody bite. Yeah, they all bite. You know, scars from the playground don't bite. Scars from the playground don't bite nobody ever. If you ever heard my music, bro, that's what put me in the marathon. Man, I'm changing the game musically, fam. It takes me a little longer to get from A to Z But I'm gonna get there. I just understand that it's a marathon, fam. It ain't no sprint. You know what I mean? Now, if I was doing what everybody else was doing, yeah, nigga would have been on. But when you inventing a new idea to the game, to the system, bro, they don't want you to get in with that shit. Why? You change everything. Nigga, if you change everything and you take it all, what's left for the others? If you ask me, I say a lot, man. They literally burning money. You know what I mean? But these days, it ain't about money with people, bro. That's what you got to understand. I want all the subscribers to understand this. It ain't about money with these people these days. They want to be the guy. Yeah, they want to be the face. Even though they ain't the face, they ain't the guy, they ain't got that it factor, they still feel like they want to be it. That guy, the main one, the main attraction. Man, sometimes you got to fade to black. You know what I mean? You got to fade to the back, bro. You ain't supposed to be in the front. You ain't supposed to be in the lead main. That's why so many crews fail, bro, because everybody got that ego. That's like Rich Homie Quan say. Rich Gang were good until their egos got involved. Mainly his, fam. He didn't want Thugger to be the closing act and him be the opener. And it wasn't, he wasn't good with that. You know what I mean? Which a lot of people ain't. But what you got to understand is, fam, you got to start thinking about the team. It's all about the team. You're only as great as the team. You could make yourself great, but what really makes you great is when you can affect others around you and you make everybody great. One person driving a Mercedes-Benz, everybody else in Toyota Corollas. It don't make no sense, man. That's why I'm allergic to these niggas these days, bro. Just being honest, just being real, bro. Shout out to everybody that watch my streams. You know what I mean? Sometimes it's gonna be filled with a whole bunch of bullshit until I could finally get a topic that I could really show and tell a nigga my point. You know what I mean? My point of view. But look here, man. Shout out Jay. Jay, if that is you, leave that boy alone, man. That's a kid, nigga. Like, leave that boy alone. Niggas are gonna say what they want to. You know what I mean? But you can't be emotional. Emotional is how everybody get fucked in the game, bro. You made a mistake because you was being too emotional about something you shouldn't have, nigga. DJ Akademiks got power of the press, nigga. Yes, nigga talk about whatever nigga want to talk about, especially if he ain't trying to really defame you. Even though I would say, you saying there's Rock Nation fans outside of your crib, that's damn near defaming, Jay. Let's just be honest, let's just be real. Look, drop it in the comments, man. Scores from the playground. Like, share, subscribe. Community strike is up. That means you're going to see a lot more of me. Yeah, a lot more of me. Same OG, you know what I mean? Just on to some new shit, nigga. Drop it in the comments. Scores from the playground. Like, share, subscribe, and hype me up. If you made it to the end of this video, hype me up, fam. Yeah, it's a new thing YouTube, YT got going on, where you could press that hype me up button under the video. Hype up the video. That way we win and we continue to win. Well, we ain't never lost. You know what I mean? How you lose if you build something from the ground up? If you build it, they will come. And I'm going to say that again. If you build it, they will come. And that's exactly what I'm doing, man. Building it. And drop it in the comments, man. Scores from the playground. Like, share, subscribe, nigga. Peace.
If they throw it, I'ma catch it to play the game like Tetris. I'm one of a kind rap, people tell me I'm equipped. I've been working 24 hours, summertime to winter. I ain't really at the chill, it gotta be about business.